Hey everybody, I am coming making this video message and I want to talk to the ladies tonight. I wanted to tell you that you're probably just bored, sis. That is what this video message is about. And I know you all are wondering, what am I talking about when I say you're probably just bored? I am talking about any woman who is extending more time than what is necessary, or extending time period to a man that you know has not been sent from God. The reason why I am making this video message is because there are a lot of women who will be approached by different types of men. All types of men will approach a woman on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your race. In a lot of cases, it does not even matter how you look. If a man is after a particular thing, or if he has a particular motive or agenda, and he can sense that you would be an easy target, in some cases, not all, he will approach you. Now, let me break something down to you women, and this is where I have to hold you all accountable, and I have to bring something to the forefront for you to have understanding as to why you may even be entertaining a man that you know is not even sent from God. The reason why some of you all entertain some of these men is because you're simply bored. A lot of women have gotten complacent in their life. And you're complacent because outside of you working hard, outside of those of you who are taking care of your children, if you have any, outside of the hustle and bustle of your everyday life, you can still be complacent in a sense when there is open space or free time, or you have more availability than usual. You will get bored, and a man approaching you, you will entertain that man. And when I say entertain, I'm not saying that it's always sexual entertainment. A lot of women will just pass their number to a man, or if a man gives his number to you, you will call that man. But you will be able to sense, see, or discern that that man is not the man for you. I'm not talking about the women who, when a man approaches you and you begin to talk to that man and get to know him, you're trying to marry him off, or you're saying, I know that he's the one, or you've been single for a very long time, so the first man that gives you attention after several months or after a few years, you just really believe that it's meant for you and him to be together. I'm not talking about that type of woman in that situation. I'm talking about the women who, when you are talking to a man, you will see certain things about that man, or you will hear certain things that that man says, and you will know that it's a red flag, but you simply go on with communicating and interacting with that man because you are simply bored. Through your complacency, you have gotten bored. So the attention that you get from that man, you allow him to keep calling you, you allow him to interact with you, you allow him to linger around, when you really know, in your heart of hearts, that he's not meant to be in your life. I told you all before, if there is a residue left within you, it could be from lust, it could be from trauma, it can be you have attachment or detachment issues. And so that man giving you attention, complimenting you, it makes you feel good. So I'm telling you, ladies, in this video message, you have to be aware of what is the reason why you're allowing yourself to entertain certain men. Why are you allowing yourself to have conversations with a man that you know has not been sent from God? You can discern things about that man that's off. You've seen some things about that man that is off or not of God. You can recognize certain things that make you uncomfortable, but you still will allow that man to call you, and you allow a lot of time to be wasted in your life simply because you are bored, or you like the attention, or he ignites the residue of lust that is left within you. Let me let you ladies know something. A man who is sent by God, a man who God has prepared to come into your life, that man is not going to bring up sex to you. That man is not going to demand that you have sex with him. That man is not going to shame you for not believing in sex outside of marriage. I want you all to also pay attention to a lot of these men who claim that they are a man of God, and they claim that God has anointed them for a particular purpose, but that man is talking up under your clothes, or that man is trying to take power and control over you when you don't even know him like that, or a relationship between the two of you has not yet been established. You must recognize and you must be honest about, why is it that I'm allowing this man to continuously call me? You have to ask yourself these questions, ladies. Ask yourself, am I really bored? Am I bored? I don't have anything to fill up the open spaces in my life. So the attention, I need attention, I want attention, or you may like the attention from that man. So you will allow that man to continuously call you. You will allow that man to continuously inbox you or DM you. You will allow that man to continue to text message you. But you know that that man has not been sent from God. And the way you know that is, how is that man talking to you? If that man is talking to you, 1 minute he's talking about God, he's talking about the word of God, he's talking about how God has created him for a purpose, he's talking about what he's doing in ministry or what his plans are for ministry, but yet he's completely comfortable talking to you about going to bed with you. He's completely comfortable talking to you about his demands and what you need to do if you come into his life. That is not a man that is sent from God, especially if there has not been a relationship that is established between the two of you. So I just want to let you know, my sisters, you could simply just be bored. A lot of you all, you will misconstrue your emotions with a man. Sometimes when you have a conversation with a man, and he's calling you and he's giving you that attention, or like I said, if there is residue, if you came from a life where you struggled with lust a lot, or sometimes you do now struggle with lust here and there, and that man is complimenting you, or that man is telling you sexual things he wants to do to you, that is a turn on. That is a turn on, and it evokes you in your flesh. And so sometimes, because a man is complimenting you, sometimes if a man is always telling you you're beautiful, if a man is always telling you he knows you're the woman for him, or if a man is saying certain things to you that he can do to you sexually, or he is promoting the size of his penis. I talked to you all about this before. If that man is always talking about the size of his penis, if he is always talking about what he's done to a lot of other women sexually, if that man is always talking about how he looks, like I told you all before, that man is magnifying physical things about himself. He's constantly magnifying how he looks. He's constantly magnifying his sexual performance. He's always putting in your spirit things that he would do to you if he did get in the bed with you. You will misconstrue that and really believe that a man wants you, or that a man is supposed to be your husband, when in reality, you're just simply bored. Your flesh is just being awakened because there is some residue of lust left, or you just like the attention. Believe it or not, ladies, there are a lot of women out here. They starve for attention. Could you be that type of woman? Are you the type of woman who you need attention? You need it. Because on a day-to-day basis, when you're out here and you are a single woman and you don't have a companion, you will sometimes eat up, okay? You will eat up the compliments and the admiration that a man is throwing at you. And sometimes you will take that interaction that you have with that man, whether it's you all you see each other here and there, or just a conversation alone, you will take it further than it's supposed to, and it's all just from a thought. It's all just from the simple fact you're now getting attention. I want you ladies to pay attention to that. Sometimes all of us, I believe men and women, and just people, I'm saying this generally now. I think sometimes when there is too much space open in our life, we will allow the wrong people to enter in. And when I say you allow the wrong people to enter in, I'm not saying you get into a relationship with them. I'm not saying that you share a lot of personal things with them. I'm not saying that, you start to allow yourself to be used by them. But you will allow the wrong people to come in your life, and they will fill up the spaces that you're not busy in. So if, let's say, all you do every day, you get up and you go to work, and after work you don't have any extracurricular activity that you do. You don't go play bingo, you don't go to the gym, you don't go and visit your parents, you're not in school, then you may have extra availability. So if that man calls you when you get out of work, or when you get home from school, if you're in school, then it's just extra time that is passing through you having these conversations with that particular man. And you keep your ear to that man because he is fulfilling your flesh, in the sense of he is complimenting you. What human being doesn't like compliments? We all like compliments. We all feel good when somebody tells us something nice about ourselves. But what I'm saying, when I'm targeting you ladies, I'm saying that some of you all, you may think that a man is supposed to be your husband. You may think that that particular man is supposed to be in your life, sis, but really, you're just bored. That's all it is. You see the check marks in the red flag department. You see that that man is overstepping the boundary of you telling him you're celibate. But he's continuing to come to you and talk about having sex with you. He keeps coming to you, telling you what he would do to you sexually if he did go to bed with you. Don't ignore these red flags, ladies. A lot of you all, you overlook this stuff. You ignore this stuff. If a man knows that you're telling him you're abstinent, or you're telling him that you're celibate, and that man is not respecting that, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Some men, they will think that you're a liar about what you tell them. Some men feel like because they're so handsome, or they say that they are so good in bed, they will sometimes believe that if they talk to you a certain way, or they sell you a dream and give you an idea of what they would do to you sexually, that you would break. And unfortunately, a lot of women probably do break, which is why when you step on the scene and that man is entertaining you with this type of conversation, you will probably feel like, well, maybe he is meant to be in my life. Maybe he is meant to be my husband. But it's just that you are simply complacent. It's just that you are probably bored. It's just that you probably want attention. It's probably because there is something in you, and I'm going to say this to close out. And I want you ladies to come into the comment section and tell me if this fits you, what I'm about to say as I close out this message. Some of you all, you feel sorry for certain men. I'm going to keep it 100% real. There is a component, I believe, in all of us as women where we have a mother goose syndrome. And a mother goose syndrome is where there is a part of you that feels like you have to nurture and help and protect and take care of that man. It's kind of like what a mother goose would do to her babies. It's something that's, I believe, innate in a woman, where we naturally are like this with our children. But sometimes it will transport itself from us to a man. And what I'm saying is it will transport from you to the wrong man. Like I said, you will see all the red flags there, but you will still be entertaining that man because maybe he told you his story. Maybe he told you that he's having a hard time financially. Maybe he told you that he went through something really bad with his ex-wife or his ex-girlfriend. Maybe he shared a lot of personal things with you. And when he's sharing all of these things with you and he's being open and he's being honest and he's being transparent, there is a part of you as a woman that kicks in and you feel sorry for him. You feel bad that he's taking these type of hits in life. So you feel it's your need to step up and step out and help and service that man. Now, I already know a lot of men, you're going to tune into this video and you all are going to try to flip this video around to make it negative, to make it be something crapping on men, when that's really not what this is. This video is for ladies, but I'm gonna jump ahead of the men that probably are going to view this and let you know this is not a male bashing video. It's not a male bashing video. It's just a video to bring awareness to the ladies as to why they keep entertaining the wrong type of men. Ladies, all men are not like this, but there are some of you all, you don't really understand why you're keeping in contact with a man that you know is not really meant to be in your future. You know God did not send him to you. I'm telling you the reasons why. Complacency, boredom, the need for attention, and you feeling sorry for that man. A lot of women have gotten into situations where a man has creeped in and moved in with them because they felt sorry for him. And the man will manipulate the woman and sneak in because he may offer to cook dinner for you. He may offer to clean up your house, and you get comfortable with him and you allow him to creep in and do this. And before you know it, when you invite him over again, he has a bag of some clothes and he stays for a couple of days, he leaves, and then a few days later you allow him to come back, and next thing you know, he have more clothes and more shoes, and then next thing you know, the man is full-blown living with you. Ladies, be more aware. Be more aware of the man that you're entertaining. Be more aware of why you are entertaining a certain man, okay? Especially if you are not in a relationship with that man. You cannot always go into mother goose mode. When that man is telling you his background, when that man is telling you his story, my sister, that doesn't mean you always put your hands in that situation and step in. Now, I'm not trying to discourage any one of you ladies from helping, okay? Be generous, okay? You be generous, you be helpful, okay? The Bible talks about that, but a lot of you ladies, you're caught up. You have men living with you. You have men calling you. You are struggling something serious with a spirit of lust, and it is coming from boredom. It is coming from complacency. It is coming from you needing attention because you've been single for a long time. I know that this video is going to resonate with some of you ladies. I've talked about this before in other video messages, but what I'm saying now, I'm giving you all a further explanation because a lot of you ladies, you don't understand. If you ask a lot of women who are in these situations where they're not even exclusively dating a man, they're not even dating, they just pass their number to a man, or a man is calling them, or they're currently financially helping a man. Okay, if you ask them, well, sis, why are you talking to the man? I mean, do you see yourself with him in the future? Why is he coming around? And they'll say, well, I really don't know. He says that he's a man of God. He talks about God. He talks about the word of God. But my sister, look at everything else that comes along with that man. Number one, if you are a celibate woman, or you are a virgin or an abstinent woman, but that man keeps coming to you with the sex talk, that is a very strong indication right there that the conversation and the interaction between you and that man needs to be cut off. That's number one. And number two, you never allow a man to come into your house that you don't know like that. You're not in a relationship with him. And a lot of you ladies, you got to stop feeling sorry for some of these men. Stop feeling sorry for them, because with some of them, they don't have the right spirit. They are what you call an opportunist. And if they see or sense that you're vulnerable, or they feel you're weak, or they feel that you're stupid, they will use any little thing to get in. They will use, oh, well, I can cook. Go buy the food, I'll cook for you. And he's making you feel good, and he's complimenting you because you've been by yourself for a long time, and he's making your flesh feel good, and he's telling you what he would do to you if you slept with him. So now you're letting down your walls. Now you're backing up on boundaries that you set. You never allow a man to come and make you backpedal on boundaries that you set. You never allow a man to come into your life and make you second guess rules and regulations and standards and values that you set in your life. That is the point of this entire video message. I love you, ladies. That's all I got. It's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned, because I know you will forgive me in the morning.